It was the most devastating thing that ever happened in my life. Thinking, what have I got to live for? And, oh gosh.
He said, "I've had enough," and walked away from a job most people would never quit. The next show he built paid him more and gave him control. That move explains almost everything about his lifestyle today: money, houses, cars, habits. So where does it all come from? Ambition before fame. Simon Phillips Cowell didn't spring from wealth. Born in Lambeth, London in 1959 to a former ballet dancer and a property developer turned music executive, he was one of several siblings and half-siblings. He bounced between schools: Radlett Preparatory School, Licensed Victualler's School, and Dover College, before exiting with minimal qualifications to take menial jobs. Even a runner's position on Stanley Kubrick's The Shining didn't last. His father eventually landed him a mailroom position at EMI Music Publishing, but Simon famously quit when he was passed over for promotion. That restless streak led him to form Fanfare Records with Ian Burton. They sold exercise videos and novelty singles, and after signing the duo Robson and Jerome, Simon made his first million. Just as quickly, the company collapsed and he nearly went bankrupt. Yet from that failure, he pivoted into music television. If Fanfare's implosion didn't break him, what did? We'll find out in a moment. Redefining television. The meeting that changed Saturday night TV happened in 2001. Simon Cowell and Simon Fuller pitched Pop Idol to ITV. Within months, it became a global sensation. Cowell's snarky one-liners, honed by PR coach Max Clifford, turned him into a love-to-hate judge. He didn't just sit behind the desk, he negotiated royalty rights for his label, Psycho Records, ensuring every Idol contestant's release would line his pockets. Cowell parlayed Pop Idol into America Idol, The X Factor, and the Got Talent franchise, buying back Sony's stake in Psycho's TV business in 2020 to gain full control. When Fox offered him $45 million per season to stay on America Idol, he walked away. His instinct that TV would sell records paid off. By 2025, Simon's net worth stood at $600 million. Forbes ranked him among the world's highest-paid celebrities, estimating his income at $51 million in 2020, and reports put his America's Got Talent salary around $45 million per year. His company still signs artists. Earlier Psycho rosters included Little Mix, Leona Lewis, and Fifth Harmony. Cowell's success in blending television and music raises a question. What does a man with $500 million actually buy? Real estate portfolio. In 2017, Simon spent $24 million on a modern 7-bedroom oceanfront home on the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu. The property sits atop a private bluff and features a spa, massage room, pool, and tennis court. He also owns a second Beverly Hills house purchased for $15.5 million, a mansion in London's Holland Park, and a 3-bedroom apartment on Manhattan's Upper East Side. Cowell's most dramatic real estate move came in 2020 when he sold his long-term Beverly Hills mansion for £19 million. The 6-bed, 6-bath dream home boasted a private movie theater, state-of-the-art gym and spa, complete with steam room, solarium, lap pool, and retractable cabana. The sale followed a harrowing security scare. A criminal group plotted to burgle his London home, prompting him to invest £1 million in a high-tech system and keep details of his new Beverly Hills bolt hole under wraps. He also listed his London property for £45 million in 2023. When he's not at the Malibu estate, Cowell retreats to the family's countryside home, an £8 million Cotswolds manor with a fairy tale garden. Yet the house that may surprise you most lies far from California or London. Stay tuned. A garage fit for a mogul. Simon's car collection is notorious. Celebrity Net Worth notes that he owns more than 24 cars. The crown jewel is a black Bugatti Veyron, valued at around $1.7 million, capable of 267 miles per hour. He keeps a Rolls-Royce Phantom in his stable, alongside a Ferrari 360, Ferrari 430 Speedster, and a Lamborghini Gallardo Speedster. A Caterham 7 CSR sits among them. The lightweight car's 2.3-liter Ford Duratec engine produces 260 bhp. These machines aren't trailer queens. Cowell has been photographed casually driving his Jaguar Eagle Speedster and zipped around London on a custom electric bike worth about £5,000.
Cowell's relationship with speed hasn't always been kind. In August 2020, he fell off an electric motorcycle at his Malibu property, breaking his arm and 3 vertebrae. He spent months recuperating at his $24 million Miami mansion with fiancée Lauren Silverman and their son Eric. 2 weeks after surgery, he was seen taking his first steps. By 2024, he was back on 2 wheels, zooming around London, undeterred by the accident. Talk about resilience. But behind the flashy cars and fearless rides is a softer side you might not expect. Family, love, and philanthropy. Simon met Lauren Silverman in 2004. They welcomed son Eric in 2014, and he proposed during a beach walk in Barbados on Christmas Eve in 2021. Although he once insisted he'd never marry, he told reporters at the America's Got Talent red carpet in 2023 that planning the nuptials has been easy. "It depends on how big or small you make it," he said. "We've known each other a long time. This is not going to be 1,000 people." He admitted he is planning everything himself to avoid a wild guest list, and said he prefers spontaneous moments over lavish ceremonies. For Cowell, marriage is about setting an example for Eric. "For Eric, I thought it was the right thing to do," he explained. Despite his Mr. Nasty persona, Cowell donates generously. Forbes reported that in response to the pandemic, he gave more than $1.5 million to Feeding America and Feeding Britain. He wrote a column in The Sun pledging £1.3 million to help coronavirus-hit charities and urged other wealthy individuals to join him. Those close to him say he quietly supports children's hospices and the Together for Short Lives charity. Maybe that's why he has insisted his fortune won't be passed entirely to his son. He plans to leave much of it to charitable causes. Will he actually do it? We'll see. Health, aging, and legacy. In 2024, Cowell, then 65, drew attention by sporting a leaner physique. He credited the change to diet and therapy after his e-bike accident, telling Extra that he was grateful the injury wasn't worse. He even joked that in 1 week, he broke his wrist, lost a tooth eating peanut brittle, and tested positive for COVID-19. The scare forced him to reevaluate his work-life balance. Although he still judges Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent, he spends more time at home, indulging his love of gardening at his Cotswolds estate and playing with his pack of rescue dogs. Cowell's legacy in 2025 is complicated. He popularized a harsh judging style that redefined reality TV and built a fortune by blending music and television. Yet the same man invests in secure homes, gives millions to charity, and feels nervous about a big wedding. His net worth remains staggering at $600 million, but he also appears committed to using his resources for good. Bringing it all back. Remember that Veyron roaring down the coast? It's not just a symbol of excess. For Simon Cowell, it represents freedom, the ability to race past failures and successes with the same unapologetic grin. He went from a mailroom dropout to the architect of modern talent shows, from a near-bankrupt record executive to a man with ocean view estates and garages lined with supercars. At 65, he is still evolving, planning a long-awaited wedding, recovering from injury, and choosing which cause to support next. Love him or loathe him, Simon Cowell's story is far from over, and the next twist might arrive as suddenly as the rev of a Bugatti engine.